All right. Did you know that 80% of entrepreneurs struggle with maintaining their energy levels? Find out how to be part of the successful 20% right here in Talking Business with Ritz. All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Talking Business with Ritz, live expert interview where we aim to humanize entrepreneurship. I am your host, Ritzel, loredo-rectra, a social media content creator and a digital process automation specialist. And I am thrilled to have you with us today. So we have an incredible episode lineup focusing on a topic that's essential for all of us: managing personal energy to boost your business. So today, we are joined by a fantastic guest who's an expert in this field. So stay tuned. You won't want to miss this. All right, so statistics show that a staggering 80% of entrepreneurs face challenges with energy management, so impacting their productivity and success. So today we will dive into the proven strategies that can help you become part of the successful 20% who have mastered their energy. So these insights are backed by research and real life success stories. So our guest today, which is Miss Cornelia Kawann. Let me just change the layout. All right. Is a personal energy strategist and electrical engineer with extensive experience in the energy sector. So Cornelia is the founder of Cornelia Energy On. Wow. And she's here to help us understand how managing our personal energy can actually significantly impact our business success. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Miss Cornelia Kawann. Welcome to the show, Cornelia. How are you today?
I'm fine. Thank you very much for this warm welcome. And I'm already very excited. Thank you, Ritz, for having me. And I'm so glad I can share all my energy hacks with your wonderful audience.
All right, that is good to know. Now, let's get to know you behind, the person behind the title. So, are you ready?
I think so.
All right, so here we go. We are now in the Know the Expert segment, and Cornelius, your background is fascinating. So, from working with energy companies to founding startups and now helping women manage their personal energy, your journey is truly inspiring. So, I'm excited to know more about you on a personal level. So, let's start with the first question. Okay, here we go. Who is Cornelia Kawann as a person?
Oh, wow. That's a good question. And who I am. And I think a lot of facets and aspects, but what you probably interest the most is why I'm here and why I'm doing what I'm doing. And that's actually quite interesting story, because already as a kid I was very fascinated with electric energy, because I was always wondering, when my mom plugged in a mixer or vacuum cleaner, into the socket, and all of a sudden all this magic happened. And I was really wondering, what's there behind? And actually, that's the reason why I finally studied electrical engineering. And I
Wow.
can tell you one secret. Now I know how electric energy gets into the socket. And this, coming, continuing where I'm right now, as you may assume, or I don't know how many women are really interested in knowing about all this technical stuff and
Right.
probably not that many. And that was actually the way I I studied, there were a lot of men, and now even working in the industry, it's a very, very male dominated industry.
Yes. Yes.
And that, in a way, unfortunately, also led to that I got the incentive. I always had to be better, smarter, faster, more productive. And so I put a lot of pressure on myself.
Yeah.
And then when I later, I got management positions, and as you said, founded two startups, and my family with two little kids. And then, you kind of, or I got kind of the idea, I can have it all, right? I can
Right.
be a perfect mom, a perfect manager, perfect spouse, perfect daughter, perfect community member. And it went quite perfectly
Mm.
well for a long time. But then something really happened, and I realized that I forgot a very important part in this equation. And this is me and my energy.
Mm.
So I got really sick, and then I thought, now I need to get out of there where I maneuvered myself into it. And as an engineer, I always know there are more than one solution to a problem. So I started doing some research. And what I found with my research, and that opened a completely new world to me, and this is
Mm.
quantum science. And now you may say, oh, come on, this is so far-fetched and probably not interesting at all. But wait a minute, actually it is, because quantum science is our daily life.
Mm.
Because in a
Correct.
nutshell, it only means everything, absolutely everything. So not only the phone or the computer or my table here or whatever is made of atoms and energy. No, it's even much more. It's even saying that every thought, every belief, whatever you're feeling, it's just a frequency. It's just energy.
Mm.
And
Mm.
that turned around completely my whole world. And then I said, wait a minute, I know what the frequency is. I'm an electrical engineer. I know what energy is. So I started experimenting with it, and just with this concept, everything is a frequency, everything is energy. And then I figured out, because of course, then I started doing some mindset work, and then I figured out, mindset work, it takes so long. You have this limiting belief, and then you just override it with a more supportive belief. And this for, I don't know, 21 days, 30 days, or even longer. And then you can even fall back, because you're only overwriting it, right? And as an engineer, I want to find the root cause why this limiting belief is in my life in the first place. And if I know, and if I find it and remove it energetically, then it's gone. I don't need to overwrite it. And I figured out it's so much easier. And so that's why I started continuing experimenting. And I found out that working with energy is so much easier than working with matter. And that's what I'm teaching now.
All right. So how did you actually transition into being a personal energy strategist?
The transition, in a way, as I already lined out, I started working on my own. And then people
Mm.
started noticing. They noticed that I had so much more energy, that I was happy, optimistic most of the time. I looked at things in a completely different way. And then my family approached me, can you help me here? And then friends came, and then co-workers showed up. And it's just kind of a word of mouth. And that's the way how it kind of developed.
Oh, all right. So it's so funny, it's fascinating to actually hear the stories that have shaped you as an expert and made who you are today. So follow-up questions, right, Cornelia? Or is it okay if I call you Cornelia? Do you want to be called something else?
No, Cornelia,
Cornelia is fine.
that's my
All
name.
right.
Perfect.
All right. Now, Could you tell us about a key experience or a lesson learned while starting your business? So something that you would want to share with our fellow online entrepreneurs.
I think the key lesson for me was
Mhm.
that, of course, I was doing a lot, working with limiting beliefs or emotions to free these emotions and to find find the causes for some trigger points or whatever, or
Mm.
to how to put recharge my energy within 3 minutes. I worked a lot with myself, and there's most of many researchers, they're the guinea pig is themselves at the beginning, and then for me
Yes.
it was so fascinating that it also worked with others. And I think this was my key lessons, because I know, as an engineer, you're always looking for something, you develop something that is sustainable or a formula or something that can be applied.
Yes, yes. Ah.
And then I noticed the, the format I developed to support others, it worked for them as well, and sometimes even better. And that
Mm.
was kind of my key learning. It's not only something that worked on me, but I can now I have two ways. In a way, I can work on energies of other people,
Mhm.
and but on the other side, and I think this is much more powerful and much more important to you, because we are all energy beings, right? It's natural to us. We consist of energy. So everybody can work with her or his energy. But and so now I can show people how they can do it on their own for themselves, as I experienced with myself. It's just a shortcut, so they don't have to experiment that much. They just can get their ready formula how they can use it, and
Mm.
or the process. And I even encourage them to develop. It's kind of a starter kit, and I encourage them to develop their own out of it, because we are all unique, so maybe
Right.
there is a little bit that works better or in a different way. And so I really encourage people, start experimenting as well a little bit, and made it perfect for yourself.
All right. So that is the lesson learned. You try it for yourself, and if it works, then share it with others. Right.
Yes, but what I also say, there is no one fits all.
No, correct.
It's about that, this is kind of, with here, this is the starting point. I show you how you can get started, but make it so it works best for yourself. That's kind of my
Mm.
my message.
Exactly, exactly. That is very interesting, and thank you for sharing. Now it's time for the lightning round of questions. Are you ready, Cornelia?
Sure,
All
let's
right,
start.
here we go. Okay, now first question. Short and sweet. What is your favorite word and why?
My favorite work, it's working with energies, because
Energy. Okay.
it makes me happy. It makes my heart
Uh,
sing.
all right, next question. Morning ritual.
Cleaning and recharging my energy.
All right. Favorite book.
Favorite book is, I only know the German title, but it's from Dr. Joe Dispenza.
All right. Who inspire you the most?
It's That's a very good question, but I think it's Laura Marlina Seiler, and she's a German self development coach.
Oh, all right. Cats or dogs?
Dogs.
Oh, if you were if you were not a personal energy strategist, what would you be doing?
Painting.
Wow, that's a complete 360. Okay, coffee or tea?
Tea. I don't need
Ah,
coffee.
all right, early bird or night owl?
Both.
Oh, best business advice you've ever received?
Follow your energy.
In 3 words, how would your friends describe you?
Sparkling, optimistic, and always there for me.
Okay. All right. Last question. What advice would you give your younger self?
Connect with your energy. It shows you the way.
Right. Awesome. That was awesome. Now, Cornelia, thank you so much for being so accommodating and sharing those personal insights with us.
Yeah, I love your question.
Right. Okay, so to our viewers, if you're enjoying this, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. And for everyone joining us live or watching on replay, you can keep your sending your questions for our Q&A session. All right, now here's where it gets really exciting. We're about to uncover some transformative strategies for managing personal energy. So let's jump right in. Here we go. Welcome back, amazing Bambams, to learn from the expert segments. We've just scratched the surface with Miss Cornelia here with her fascinating stories. Now let's dive deeper into her expertise and we start with the first question. Here we go. Or the first topic. Our first topic is why personal energy management is crucial for success. So, Ms. Cornelia, can you explain how energy management impacts overall productivity and performance?
That's a very good question. And actually, I think to success, there are two layers. The first layer is exactly what you just pointed out. And what I've noticed, I've been there and I see it also in my environment. If you don't have enough energy, you're completely in survival mode. So you just see your long to-do list, you just see the next day and you just try to get through this day. And this is very exhausting. And on the other side, if you have so much more energy that you really love it and enjoy it, life is full of opportunities. You see so many more opportunities, not only for your business there as well, but also in your private life. There are so many things you could do. And the wonderful thing about this, you even do have the energy to execute it. And that's the wonderful thing about having a lot of energy. Not only knowing what you would love to do, but also feel resilient, strong, and energized enough to actually really do it. This is the one layer. This is kind of for the day to day. On the other side, many business owners completely underestimate the linkage between the growth of their business and their growth of their personality. Because, as I said before, we spoke about these limiting beliefs, and our business can only grow to that extent as our limiting belief let it grow. And if we don't, if I have this limiting belief, I am not allowed to be successful, or you have a bad relationship with money, how can your business grow? And most people don't, or most entrepreneurs don't understand there's a completely linkage what I think and what I believe and the growth of my business. It's your business, so it can't expand more than you allow yourself.
Interesting. All right. Now, what are some common pitfalls that people face when they don't manage their energy effectively?
I think you're losing out on many opportunities, and I think you just can't be the best version for yourself and also for your business. And what I noticed is, if I get up in the morning
Mm-hmm.
with lots of energy. And I go, there are these days when you get up in the morning, the sun is shining, your partner already made your favorite coffee. You walk out, you're walking to the bus station, the bus just arrives and everybody's greeting you. And then you get at work and your boss says, "Oh, wow, I really love how you work on this project." And your colleagues say, "Ah, yeah, I love your dress," or whatever. There are these days, these magic days, we all know them, yeah, when
Mm-hmm.
you feel everything is working and everything is
Yeah.
fine and you really feel like, wow, that's just great. And what would be if most days in your life would be like this? And that's what personal energy management is about. You don't have to wait for these randomly and rare days that they once in a while they pop up and you have a perfect day. No, with lots of energy you have more and more these perfect days. And then when you really, these days when you enjoy, when you are at your best, because you feel confident, you can manage it, you feel supported by your environment. And that's when you run at best speed and highest productivity and highest efficiency, right?
Right. So really managing this personal energy, you're actually creating your own perfect day, isn't it?
That's one side, but it yeah, in a way,
Mhm.
every day is a whole life. And if I have a perfect day every day, I am feeling in my whole life more confident and more happy. And yeah, that's what I like about it.
All right. So what practical advice do you have for someone actually looking to start managing their personal energy better?
Yeah, no, I think that there are two main exercises that are really important. And
Mm-hmm.
the first one is I do it every evening and most of the time also in the morning. But evenings I think
Mm-hmm.
is important.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is, most people don't do it and they don't even think about it. And this is cleaning your energy body. What do I mean with this? This is, you know, if you look at our body,
Mm-hmm.
most people just see the physical body, and
Yes.
we're taking care of it. We eat healthy food and we exercise, we get a lot of sleep. So we're really taking care of our physical body. But what most people underestimate is that we are so much more,
Mm.
because energy is not just in us, it's around us. And why is that? Because I'm quite sure you've heard that your phone or electric devices, they have an electromagnetic field around them because there's
Yes.
voltage in
Yes.
there and there's a current flowing, right? But look
Right.
at our body. I don't know if you remember your biology class, but there we have like this.
Too long ago.
Yeah, 2 years ago. Okay, so if you look at the cells, right, each cell has between the cube or the center and the membrane, the outside, they
Mhm.
have a
Mhm.
minus 70 millivolt voltage. And this
All
is a
right.
healthy cell. Like a cancer cell only has minus 10. So this minus 70 millivolt is very important. And then look at our brain. So powerful, right? It's said, the communication of the brain with each finger, each organ. How does it work? With our nerves. And what are nerves? Nerves are little milliampere currents. They are running through all our body. So if we
Yes.
have milliamperes and millivolts in our body, why is it so difficult to understand that we have an electromagnetic field around us? Like
So
any,
yeah, so how do we clean this
yes.
energy, yeah, this
And
energy that
yeah, I just wanted to make sure that people understand there is nothing woo woo or something. No,
yeah,
it's
yeah,
pure
exactly.
biology to have this
Yes.
electromagnetic field around us. And there is
Mm.
one other thing most people don't think about is,
Mm.
this is like a field around us. let's assume you're standing in a bus or like at the coffee machine next to your colleague. What happens? Of course, if you're standing next to a person, then these electromagnetic fields, they mingle because they mix when you're standing next to each other. And not, most people don't understand that, right? Or don't see it. Maybe they understand, but they never thought about it. And so it's so important that if these energies mingle, at least in the evening, what I need to do is to get out all this stuff that doesn't belong to me. It's not my energy. So I need to send back all the energies that do not belong to me. And that's what I do every evening before I go to bed, because we all brush our teeth and clean our face before we go to bed. And it's so essential to clean your energy body as well, because you just can't help for picking up all this stuff around you. And then you send back all these energies that do not belong to you. And I can guarantee you what happens afterwards is that you will sleep so much better, because it's you, it's your energy field around you and not somebody else's. And that makes such a huge difference by sleeping and recovering also for your body.
I wonder how we do that. How do we remove this energy that does not belong to us? Like, is it like we cannot just go away, right?
Yes, we can. We can do this exercise now together. I don't know if this is within your program. We can do that. I can show you the exercise. It takes 2 minutes, so you decide. Or everybody else can find it in my book, the exercise.
2 minutes. Okay, let's go. Let's do that.
Okay, so let's. So time is running. So yeah, you're the guinea pig now, right? For all your audience.
Let's go.
Okay,
All right.
so there's just one. Yeah, connect your. Close your eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth, and let everything go. Then connect with your beautiful, wonderful energy body. Set a strong intention. And then decide. So you look through your energy body and you decide that every and all energies that are not you, do not belong to you, and do not serve you anymore, that they go back to the place, to the person where they belong right now. And then you can imagine that these energies flow out through your body. And whenever you're ready, come back and open your eyes.
It's great. My fingers are tingling.
It's a very powerful exercise.
Yes, it is. I had attended a something similar like this. It's they call it heartfulness meditation, where they detox they call it impurities or attachments to your emotional attachments to things that had happened in the past, or so that's great. This is a great experience.
Yeah, try tonight, and then let me know tomorrow morning if you slept better, deeper, and
Right. I'm gonna try it again later before I sleep.
Yeah, definitely. Always for doing it before going to sleep. Yeah, because then you let go everything that you picked up during the day, and this helps you also because you go to bed with more clean energy.
Mhm.
You also wake up with your own energy, and that makes you feel more empowered as well.
Right. So these are very, very incredible insights, and especially a good experience for me, wonderful experience for me. So now that we've discussed why personal energy management is crucial for success, right? Let's dive into how we can overcome feelings of overwhelm and maintain energy efficiency. So let's now jump into the next topic. which is to overcome overwhelm, strategies for energy and efficiency. So, Cornelia, many people feel overwhelmed by their daily responsibilities, as what we've already touched base earlier. Now, what are some common signs that someone is actually experiencing overwhelm?
That's a very good question. But I think there is no one fits all answer, because, of course, we are all unique and individual. And, many things I'm doing that are completely normal for me are probably already overwhelming for many other people, right? So
Yes.
it's different. But what I think what's very important is there are two things. The first one is to, at least for myself, and many people are now seeing it the same way, is seeing, in the morning when you get up, you have kind of this, let's say, hundreds hobbies or whatever, you have probably much more of energy. It's same with your bank account. And then during the day, you're trading these hundreds of hobbies or your energy with other things, with every thought you're thinking, every belief, whatever you're doing, you're trading it. And depending on what you're doing, there might be also some things that you're doing that are sustaining your energy, so there is some inflow in your energy account, and some other things you don't like doing and they're taking your energy, right? And the best case would be that in the evening you kind of have more or less the same amount with which you started. But most people, they have so much less, because they're trading more energy than they are having, or whatever they are doing during the day is taking so much of your energy, and that's why they kind of feel exhausted and overwhelmed. So the
Oh,
first step is to figure out what is giving you energy and what is taking energy from you, and this can be completely different for everybody. From there for some, I don't like running errands or go grocery shopping or whatever. And many other people, they just like going shopping. I
yeah,
just
I like
hate it.
shopping.
Yeah, I just hate it, right? So whenever I really to reduce it to the minimum, and yeah, I have my practices, but at the, before it always took a lot of energy from myself. And
Mhm.
others, they enjoy it so much, and it's a huge, great event with a best friend, and then they're completely excited and have so much, they're happy with the things they bought, so it's giving them energy. So that's why you need to figure out for yourself, what are things that really drain your energy and which
Mhm.
one give you energy. That doesn't mean that you always need to go shopping to have more energy. There are other ways, right? And hopefully there are more
How I
things that
wish.
I hope there are more things that give you energy. But for me, it's also when I'm painting or even when I'm cooking. So and that's what I think this is kind of the normal things. And of course,
Mm.
what I discovered with my expertise, with my experiments, is there are other ways I can, like, in an instant recharge my energy, especially before meetings, and or or when I know, oh wow, now I'm really tired in the afternoon, others, they pick up a snack or something, to get physical energy. But you can just, recharge your energetic energy, and then you feel so much, more energized, and then you're ready for the afternoon.
Right. Can you share an example of how these strategies have helped one of your clients?
Oh, yeah. There's just, in general, things. I share two stories with limiting beliefs in a way, because I had one client, and she was on the edge of a third burnout,
Mm-hmm.
and we figured out. So she came to me, and we solved her burnout within 45 minutes. And because I was looking for the for the cause behind it, and we figured out it was something when she was 6 years old. Something happened to her. It was nothing really dramatic, but the way she interpreted at that time, made her think she had to be in a certain way. And so we solved that. And the fascinating thing is, for me, it's always like she really looked so drained and exhausted. And then after 45 minutes, she was there was a completely different person sitting in the Zoom call opposite to me. And she said to herself, I look 10 years younger. And I said, yeah, wow, that's a fast anti-aging, right? And then the beautiful thing about it for me was that she kind of said, you know what I'm doing right now? Because she had this internal driver. She had to continuously work. And so she was always sitting on her laptop, because when she was not sitting on her laptop, she felt bad, because her driver was, you have to work, you have to work, you have to work, right? And when she was not working, she felt bad because she was not working. So we transformed that, and then afterwards she was really kind of sparkling in a way, and she was telling me, you know what I'm doing right now? I'm closing this laptop and I'm going out for a walk, and I'm really looking so much forward to it. I haven't done it within years, and I don't feel guilty or anything else about it. And this is kind of the transformation, it changes the life of a person completely.
Right. Sounds like this client is a workaholic like me.
Yeah, but she isn't anymore.
Right. Good.
And then I had another client, and we had a kind of completely the opposite problem. That's why, there's no one fits all, because we are all unique.
Correct.
And with her, it was like completely the opposite. And it was kind of funny, because she came to me and said, I have all these amazing ideas. I'm bubbling of ideas, but I can't force myself to sit down on my laptop and to work on them. It's just, everything else is more important, completely, procrastinating, even vacuum cleaning or whatever, you don't want to do, right? Or, bring out the trash. It was more important, and she couldn't force herself to sit down. So we worked on that. And then, a week later, she said, I'm writing all my ideas, and I'm planning a new program. And so it completely flew, and it worked.
Wonderful. We got a lot of mic drop moments here. So in the interest of time, we're going to jump over to the third topic.
Definitely.
All right. So the third topic is, because it's kind of related anyway. So here we go. Our third topic is balancing business and life. So essential energy management for women. Okay, specifically for women. All right. So, Cornelia, what mindset shifts are necessary for women to successfully balance their business and personal lives?
I think the what I didn't do for years. So my personal advice would always be, look after your own energy first, and then you're ready to support others. And I didn't do it, so I know what I'm talking about. And but what I noticed is, it's so important that you look after your personal well-being, because most moms and they're the most important pillar of their family, right? And if this pillar isn't strong and resilient and is there, then it has an impact on the whole family. And that's why it's so important. And what I also noticed is, when you're taking breaks, many, entrepreneurs are anxious on taking breaks, because then you're not working, you're not, no refund, return of
what happened to my clients if I take breaks, right?
Exactly. But the thing what I've noticed, and that's the magic about it, if you just take 10 minutes to recharge your energy, you're so much more productive and efficient afterwards. So it's I also, I know this all from my own stories. Sometimes you're working on something and you feel you're getting tired, and you say, come on, I just finished this, and then I take a break, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's hard for me as well. It's so I noticed it's so much more efficient to really get up in the moment when you notice now it's getting hard, and take a break, and then come back with a fresh energy. Even if you have this cut and this interruption, it's so much easier than to finish it. And you still have so much more energy when you're done, compared
Mhm.
that you kind of drag yourself through it and force yourself to finish it. And
Mhm.
also the end product, people notice, even if it's just, not just you're writing a post or an email or whatever, right? If you feel this kind of you have this force and this pressure while writing it,
Mhm.
people feel the energy of what you have written, and they feel there is a different energy when you take this break, change your energy and your spirit, and then finish. It has a completely different energy, and people will react differently on it.
Interesting. Interesting. So, aside from that, what other strategies can women use to reinforce these mindset shifts and integrate them into their daily routines? I'm learning a lot right now
I
about this
think that's the
energy.
idea, right?
Right.
But
So,
I
yeah.
think. What's
Go
your
ahead. Go
question?
ahead.
What's your question?
All right. So, what strategies aside from what you've already mentioned
Okay.
can women use to reinforce these mindset shifts and integrate them into
So
their daily routines? Yes.
I think, it's just, I wrote a whole book about it. And the idea of this book is, because of course there are many books regarding these
Mhm.
topics, but
Yeah.
my idea is, I'm very busy. I'm still working as a manager in the executive world. I have
Mhm.
my own business. I have two teenage daughters. I'm a single mom, and yeah, and I have many other things I'm interested in. So what I've noticed is that the more energy you're having, the easier things come through. You can do more things, and it's more fun also for you. And I think the most important part is definitely to have quick fixes to
Mhm.
support these women. And that's why all my exercises in this book, they don't take longer than 3 minutes, because most, meditation is very popular at the moment, and I love
Yeah.
meditating. But what I've noticed is, when you're really stressed, or you have to finish something, or
Mm.
you're somebody wants something from you, most of the time you don't have the time to sit down and meditate for half an hour to recharge your energy.
Exactly. Yes.
And
Exactly.
that's why I developed my exercises, because they are quick fixes in that moment. When I'm really tired or exhausted, and they can happen as well, right? Then I
Mm.
go to the restroom, even if when I'm in the office, right? And then I recharge my energy. And after 3 minutes, I walk there out completely recharged. And I'm quite sure my colleagues are always wondering what I'm doing in this restroom, because I just come out,
Yes.
hey, where's my next meeting, let's do it, right? And that's that's what it is all about. You need something in that moment. You need to recharge your energy, to clean your energy, or to set energetic boundaries, and it must be a quick fix. And that's my mission.
Right. So that's exciting. It's like, where are you getting this? So I can just imagine what your colleagues are asking. Where are you getting this energy? Suddenly you're so tired. You go into the restaurant, then you came out like full of energy.
Yes, exactly. And that's what it is all about.
All right. Now, can you share a success story of a woman who adopted this mindset and strategies and the difference it made in her life, aside from yours, of course?
Okay, no, I've a lot of clients, but my favorite story actually just happened now with one of my clients, because I'm running a, if you really want to have all around transformation, it
Mhm.
still takes some time, right? So
Of
I'm
course.
running 4 months mastermind, and then
Uh-huh.
every participant is coming with a certain goal she wants to reach after within 6 months, and we work these 4 months on all levels, so on the physical and energetic level, on the emotional level, the mental level, and also the spiritual level,
Mhm.
to remove all these blockades and emotions and beliefs that are keeping this person from reaching the goal. Because if there wouldn't be any blockade, the person would have already reached this goal, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So we were working now, and one of my last cohort that just finished, and she really wanted to be more. She wanted to have a moderator, having more speaking gigs, and she wanted to bring out her mission. And within these 4 months, and so we had very specific goals, but just to give you a picture. And within these 4 months, in a way, at the beginning, it didn't it's really a transformation. It's all about also letting go of things that are holding you back and
Mm, mm.
and keeping you in your place. So really, kind of all of the sudden, she was really desperate because she had a mandate and it was kind of a fixed job, and this mandate was
Mhm.
not that was cancelled. So many things broke off of her current life, but we really went through this.
Mhm.
And now she got so many invitations to speaking gigs. She was
Wow.
invited in other countries, got keynotes, paid keynotes. She said that's kind of already two-thirds, or she was got one paid keynote. It was already two-thirds of her salary. And just after these 4 months. And what I'm saying here, it's not always fun. It's not always easy to transform and to change something in your life. And we
Mm.
managed to get through this, and now she's kind of really there where she wanted to be after just 4 months.
That is so exciting. Like what you said, it it is not something that just happened, right? You have to work on it as well. Not only like you guiding them, but also the person himself or herself have to be willing, right?
Yes, no, they have to work on their own energy. I just show
Mm.
them how to do that, and I hold the space that they can do it. And I'm there 24/7. They can always reach out to me, and we meet weekly, 1.5 hours,
Mhm.
and this continuous working on it, because we probably have hundreds of beliefs and thousands of emotions stored, and so there is really, you're probably never running out of working on them. So I still, after all these years, I still working on my energy, because there are so many layers. So it's kind of a never ending story.
Fantastic.
But
This is
you can remove, like, if you have a clear goal, then you can
yeah.
really work explicitly on that. I remove now everything that is keeping me from that.
So it's like little by little. That's what you're saying, or step by step.
Exactly.
All right, very interesting. And this is, if I may say so, this is a fantastic live expert interview. I learned a lot so much today with about the personal energy. Sometimes they call it the energy outside you. They call it with many names.
Yeah, it's
They
called
say
aura,
aura and
whatever.
all
Yeah.
that. Yeah, yes. It's not woo woo actually. It's scientific.
It's pure physics, and
Pure physics.
I can
Yes.
tell you that as being an electric engineer, it's pure physics.
Right, right. So this is really is an amazing interview, and I thank you for it. All right. Now, as I've said earlier, I did collate some questions right offline, and let's continue with that one. Um, I'm not gonna be able to ask all the questions, but yes, let's do that. So let's do the segment. title. All right, so I have here one question. I know we've answered some of these earlier, but I'm gonna try to skip those. But yeah. So what's the easiest way to start managing my energy better if I've never done it before?
Yeah, that's a very good question. And the easy answer to it is we can't see our energy and we can't
Exactly.
touch it. We can't measure it. But what we all can, we can feel it. And the first step is to start feel your own energy. And that sounds a little bit weird, but you can just, it's also you can connect it maybe in which mood I am. Am I, because when you're excited and sparkling and happy, then of course
Mm,
energy is big and people can feel that and they're drawn to it. And when you're sad or angry, of course, you have a completely different energy, and people feel that as well, and you feel it from others. And I'm quite sure you also had this experience that sometimes even before you enter a room or when you enter a room, you can feel the tension, right? Sometimes in this, or if there's a very positive atmosphere, you feel that as well. So kind of
mhm,
practice a little bit to more pay attention how you feel and do you feel the energy of others. And as I said at the beginning, make a list in the evening or think about it. What did I do today that really gave me energy, that made me happy, and which were which activities that drained my energy. And if there are things, or maybe even your job is draining your energy, maybe you need to think about change jobs. But it's all about this awareness. Yeah. If it's taking continuously energy from you, then you're not at the right place.
all right. That is interesting. Okay. How about this one? How can I find time for energy management when my schedule is already so packed?
I know that. I know that. And that's why all my exercises are only 3 minutes. And as I said, you can easily combine them with going to the restroom and take these 3 minutes, and then you have more energy. And that's what it is all about. It's not about squeezing something additionally into it, because that doesn't work, right? We all are busy and have a full schedule. I completely understand. But I think, what I get as feedback is that people, or my clients, they are using these exercises, they are noticing it has an impact on them. They feel more energized, and they also, when you change your energy, your environment has to adapt as well. So people
Mm,
react in a different way when you are showing up in a different energy. And they love this change. So that's why they continue. It's not you have to do that. It's kind of more you have this intrinsic motivation to continue because you see the benefit immediately.
exactly. Right. Exactly. Now, how about this question? Can you here we go. Can you recommend a simple technique to help calm my mind when I'm stressed? So that was a question.
Yes. Yeah, you can do that. The best thing is definitely when you're stressed, you really
Mhm.
kind of interrupt at what you're doing. So just take once, the easiest thing is that when you really feel stressed, and I know when you really feel stressed, you just want to finish it, right? That
Yeah,
you
yeah.
that you take yourself, you get up, you go just to the window and look outside, and then you close your eyes and you imagine that all this pressure, all these thoughts is just flowing literally through your body, through your legs, into the earth. And then you look at outside, you open your eyes, you look outside, and then you go back and you feel so much calmer.
Nice. That is so nice.
And
All
it
right,
doesn't take
next.
much time. And you will see the benefit of it is that afterwards you work more efficient and you're calmer, and then you can concentrate better, and you will finish faster than just hanging on.
So I
That's the
can
magic about it.
yeah. So it's like it's more of a mind power actually, right? To make yourself believe that all these are really, imagine it really going out, going down, and going back to the earth, right?
Yeah, it's in, you can say it's mindset, but for me it's kind of communicating with my energy, because all these
Mhm.
thoughts are just energies as well, and I just tell them, I see you, I don't need you in that moment, now you can go, and you decide.
Simple as that. All right.
Yeah.
I think the same answer would be it's the same answer would be for this question. Uh, right, this one. Where is it? Oh, this is different. So, how important is diet in managing personal energy?
I love this question. And as I said before, we have different layers of energy. So we
Mhm.
have the physical, the energetic, the emotional, the mental, and the spiritual energy.
Yeah.
And our physical energy, of course, is the most fundamental, because if you're physically not well, or then it has an impact on our whole well-being, right? So of course diet has very important impact. What I noticed and what I teach to my clients is we are all unique, and there are so many trends. You should eat that, and you need these supplements, and this is,
Yeah.
and it doesn't work like this. And what I teach my clients is what may fit for 95% of humanity on this world must not be good for your body. You need to check out and test out for yourself what's good for you.
Mm.
And I just one example. I'm quite sure you know Anthony Williams. Anthony
Mhm.
Williams is very much in diet, and also he has a lot of really very well important advice for physical healing and stuff like that. And he says there are the two most healthy nutritions on earth, and one
Mhm.
are wild blackberries or blueberries, blueberries, and the
Mhm.
other is freshly squeezed celery juice. And I thought,
Celery
wow,
juice.
celery juice, let's try that out, right? So I bought a juicer, really cool. Then I bought celery, and I drank it every morning. And
Ah.
actually, I really liked it. And then after a time, I started noticing that every time after I drank it, I got an ache in the stomach. And unfortunately, only after that, I started testing out, is this really good for me, for my body? And it turned out freshly squeezed celery juice is not good for my body. So, and then when I stopped, now it's so much better. So it's so easy, and that's what I'm teaching my clients, is to communicate with their own body, because your body is the expert what it needs in that moment. And so you can, I could just take an apple here and then ask my body, is this apple good for me or not? And it will tell me, and then I know if I should eat it or not. And for me, it's now, even when I go to the grocery and, I don't like it, but I do it nevertheless. If I get this zucchini out of the shelf, my body tells me immediately if I should buy it or not, because maybe there's too much spray on it, or it's just not organic, or it's not good. So I can decide in that moment to buy it or not. So the question is, this is a really important topic. And I can teach you to how to communicate with your body, so you know what's good for you.
All right. Now we have more questions, but in the interest of time, we'll wrap up our Q&A here. Thank you so much, Ms. Cornelia Kawann, for sharing your valuable insights with us. And now let's continue to the next segment, which is work with the expert. Here we go. All right, welcome back. Fantastic Pambams from Cornelia. We learned the importance of managing personal energy for productivity, practical steps to overcome overwhelm, and strategies to balance business and life effectively. All right, now as we move into the work with the expert segment, Miss Cornelia, let's talk about how our audience can work with you and the benefit and to benefit from your expertise. Now, can you share your offers and how they can connect with you?
Okay, thank you so much. And so, first of all, I offer that all these questions that haven't been answered, you can always send me an email, and I'm happy to answer them per mail. So please do that. And the other thing is, there are different ways you can work with me. The first one, of course, it's all about empowerment. So you can, check out my Instagram or my LinkedIn, where I'm offering like always these energy exercises. You can read my book, Change Your Life, Change Your Energy to Change Your Life. Just recently published it and was a bestseller at Amazon.com. And there you have, I think it's 77 really 3 minutes exercises, how you can set energetic boundaries, clean your energy, recharge your energy, work on your limiting beliefs, work on your heart energy, and so many others. And so they're very powerful. And on the other side, you can, if you have a certain problem, you can always go to my web page, and it's just Cornelia Kawann, one word.com, so my name. And there you can have, I'm offering 30 minutes strategy energy session, a complimentary, if you want to see how I work and how I work on your energy. And if you want to really learn it by yourself, which I highly recommend, I'm starting a new mastermind. I spoke about this 4 months program, where you have me kind of 24 hours working on your energy. And that will start in September.
September. All right. That's fantastic. Those are fantastic offers. And this is a fantastic episode. For those who are wanting to dive deeper, visit Cornelia's website. It's running below. All right. And explore her. Yeah, and explore her offers to start working with her. So, Cornelia, thank you for this incredibly insightful conversation. I know we have a lot more to talk about energy, personal energy, energy management, but yeah, time wouldn't allow. It's gonna take so long. We better have part two, yeah?
Yeah, definitely. As you can see, when I start speaking about energy, I'm just so
Yes.
excited. I'm an energy maniac. I just love talking about
All
energy.
right. We
So
better have
powerful.
part two. Yes. All
Thank
right. Now,
you.
Cornelia. All right. Thank you for this incredible, insightful conversation. And your expertise in energy management is just what we needed nowadays. So, again, many, many thanks to you, Cornelia, for joining us and imparting such valuable knowledge.
Thank you so much, Ritz, for having me in your amazing podcast. Thank you what you're doing for the world and for the audience. It's so well needed. And I'm curious to hear how you and your energy develop, right? So please keep me posted.
All right. Definitely. I'll try that. What you taught me earlier, the 2 minutes one, I will definitely try.
Woo!
All
Energy
right.
fun.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Miss Cornelia Kawann. Here we go. All right, don't go away. To our viewers, thank you for tuning in. Remember, the key to growth is continual learning and adaptation. Keep pushing the boundaries of what you can achieve. All right, now joining us next week, let me just plug this. Joining us next week in Talking Business with Ritz is a holistic health coach and licensed trainer of advanced conversational hypnosis. So mark your calendar on July 13 at 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 a.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Singapore, Perth. This is my side of the world. 7 a.m. Mountain and 8 a.m. Central. All right. Now DM me your questions to be included in the Q&A segment. Here we go. Let me remove that then. And let's go back. All right, fam bam, my fam bam. Thanks for watching. Everybody, remember to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for updates. And keep growing, keep striving, keep thriving. And we'll see you next time. This is Ritzel, loredo-rectra, and our expert guest, Miss Cornelia Kawann. Stay safe and healthy as we keep or as we continue talking business with Ritz. Bye, everybody.
Bye.